Hello YouTubies, this is King Scribe and thanks for watching this YouTube video. Right guys, and the Whovians out there and hooligans out there, I've got some good news for you. Some real good news. There's talks with the production team at the moment, and I have recently talked to one of the doctors, Peter Capaldi, about the possibility of fans creating a new monster for Doctor Who. In fact, several new monsters, because they want to put into categories. One is for adults who have a autistic flair, another for the teens, and yet another for the children. So it's a bit like we had in 2006 with the Absorbaloff, which I didn't think was the main problem with that episode. I thought the Absorbaloff was a good idea actually. It was how it was portrayed and how it was received. It was just a storyline. It was nothing to do with the monster at all. I mean, there's no difference than the Slovene. You know, the Slovene weren't that good, were they, when you think about it? I think the Sobolov was better than that. The problem was the storyline made it ridiculous, but we're not talking about that. The production team are now in talks with a possibility of allowing fans to create some new monsters. And it could be, if they're good enough, that it could become a cult classic. Alright? So if you're an adult, a teen or a child with autistic flair, with the ability to use your imagination, get started early. So go ahead, create a new monster for Doctor Who. Create something interesting. Think about the Weeping Angels, the Daleks, and the the Cybermen. What makes them interesting? What created the Weeping Angels to become a cult classic? What made the Daleks become a cult classic? And when you think about that, you can create your own monsters. So I'm saying here, if you are Whovian and you also like to do stuff like that, then do something. I actually thought of a really cheeky idea, because I actually said it to Peter Capaldi because I was taking a mickey. I said, what happens if we morph you with a Slovene? Would we get a new cult classic? And he said I should be exterminated. So yeah, he's got a sense of humour at least. I mean, some people would say, "Oh, well, you're being insulted." No, he's got a sense of humour. He's a good guy. But yeah, they've been talking about it. It's been in talks for monsters. The only reason why they haven't got around to it is because they've been concentrating on a new series and getting it out, because it's not coming out until the end of this year. So they're still doing certain things for that new series. But for the next series is when the suite starts to happen. So if you've got your monster already created, it could end up being that your monster is chosen for series 10. And that can't be that bad, can it? So get your artistic flair going, guys and girls. I know there's a lot of you with so much talent out there with art, and even if you've not done art, you can still think of something that might be a good idea. You could morph Peter Capaldi with or Stephen Moffat with a Dalek or something, and come up with some interesting ideas. But this is something that people need to think about. I actually thought of a really good idea of having like fire people, or fire beings made out of fire, or beings made out of water or something. You can use this sort of thing to actually come up with new ideas. So get out there and get something done, guys. And I'm giving you this early advice because it's coming. All right. This is coming because they want to give Doctor a new lease of life. And it could be that they have one for England and one for the foreigners, by the way. So, if you really do have this ability, get going. It doesn't matter where you're from, you go have a chance. So, and even if you don't actually make it into the production set, if your monster's really good, you can stick it up on YouTube. And then people would accept that for being a really good monster. So I'm just saying, I personally want to see what people create here. I really do. Because I know there's some really damn good bloody artists out there who are children, who are teenagers, and who are adults. Better than anything I could be with art. But I want to see what you guys actually come up with too. Stick them up on your Facebook page. Go on to Say No for the BBC for cutting Doctor Who, or Doctor Who Whoniverse, Whoniverse. I'll leave some links down below, and you know, make a comment on there what monsters you want to create, or come up with something new. And you never know, they might actually choose something of yours. So yeah, by the way, just make sure that you actually, when you make these monsters, so nobody tries to steal the idea, stick it up onto a site where you are leading it. So if you're actually, you know, somebody on Facebook, if you stick it up on your own homepage, you can say I created this, and that's absolutely fine. So just be careful about lunatics like that. But you know, you can have a lot of fun with this. You can have a lot of fun, and especially if you've got a YouTube channel, you can just create something on YouTube, stick it up, and everybody knows that you created it. So that's all I wanted to say. I just hope people come up with some really good ideas. I remember something was really interesting a few years ago on Doctor Who with Donald Noble and all that, where they had those little, you know, little beings made out of what is it, soap or something, just walking on. They were bloody fucking cute. But I want to see people actually make some really good monsters. So I don't know what to call a Peter Capaldi with a Slovene. Could you call it a Kaveen or something? I don't know. I'm just coming up with some ideas myself. Nothing of mine is going to be chosen, by the way, because I'm not that good. But I am good at taking a mickey sometimes. Yeah. So yeah, leave your comment down below. Oh, by the way, I'm on Facebook, by the way. So if you can, you will be able to find me on Facebook, because I'll put my link up on YouTube. That's all I wanted to say. I just want to make sure that the Whovians out there get an early start, because I think it's unfair that the people who are really interested in Doctor who are always supporting it, don't get these opportunities. If you get the opportunity earlier, you can come up with a better idea, and who knows what can happen. It can make a difference for your life. Get going, guys. Get doing something. See you later. Goodbye for now. And here's my celebrationally red wine. Excellent.